Love and light, all you beautiful souls. Another beautiful day to be alive. Today, I would like to talk about money, the root of evil, right? Or as an empath, that is what we have been led to believe by society. The truth is, it is energy as with all else. And in the hands of me or you would be much more beneficial than in the hands of those it is currently in. Before I get into this, once again, my name is Kane and this is my view. I've been on a lifetime's worth of inner and outer discoveries, and I've started recently to express what it is that is gifted to me from Source and share it with yourselves. I have a multitude of YouTube videos now, and I've now started to do the weekly Facebook Lives. I would appreciate any questions you have for me, and I will retrieve the answers from Source and pass them on to you, if I do not know myself already through my own experiences. And once more, being an empath means that we not only learn through our own experiences, but those of others as well. We must fall over to learn how to get back up, and the more situations and times we fall over, the more situations we know how to get back up in and can assist others in doing so the same. And by experiencing the pain of another person falling over in a different situation, we are able to learn from that without actually experiencing it firsthand. We are experiencing it because we are all one and the same. And to take on their pain is to experience it. Short poem. I went to a festival last week, met a beautiful soul there, and me and him are going to do more work together. It is time for me to stand in the limelight. It is time for me to get myself out there, to stop all this "I'm not good enough" bullshit. What if people think this, or what if people think that? I'm here on a mission, and as long as I am upon that mission, I am good in myself. Every time I receive information and share it, I'm gifted the next piece in that jigsaw. If I try to stop for any reason, for me, bullshit comes back up. It's no good for me, it's no good for the collective, right? I am here to change this world, a brighter future for all boys and girls. One new world is the name of my game, and my name, so you know, is Kane. I believe in me as I do in you, just as I believe the grass is green and the sky is blue. I am you as you are me, as we are all that was or ever shall be. Universal energy dancing in the play of life. Yes, that is my view, so to me that is right. Life is a game and also a gift. You have already won. The prize is life. As you sit, think about that as you experience life. You know you are perfect, and all will turn out all right. Not sure how I ended there, to be honest. Wrote that in, I think, 3 or 4 minutes, like free flow writing at the festival event that we went to. Heart flow poet. Poet. He's a very talented, gifted bloke. And I have done a multitude again of poetry, which is on my YouTube channel under poetry. Maybe 6 or 7. I've done a few more which I've not yet shared. But it is a passion of mine, writing and sharing. It is creation, right? The more we create, the more we are true to the creator selves we are, the more in tune we are with ourselves and Source above. So, money. My dislike money was generated at a point in the past when I was told I was becoming like my father. Yes, brother. Writing, anytime we create texts, written word, spoken word, if there's something in your mind which you want to create, you want to manifest, that dream life that you desire, the quickest way to bring it into the physical world, to manifest it, is to write it down. It is then in the physical. It is factual. It is there. It's not information in your head. It is in this physical plane. Written down is the quickest way to do so. Written down every day, gratitude journal reminds us of what we are grateful for. An accomplishment journal reminds us what we have accomplished. It's all keeping that ball rolling. It is all keeping flipping that coin. So we do the best we can with the information we have and the programs that we run. The information we have, which runs those subconscious programs, is information we collected as children, and we then run dependent on certain external circumstances. So my father had a lot of money, my mother not so. I do not like going out spending money on food because I have memories of my mother taking us all out as children and then going without for a period of time because she'd spent money on food. £70 for a meal for us, that was 2 weeks worth of food as a child. So that is an issue I have. The other side of the coin is when I went to stay with my father and he spent all this money on me. Instead of being a child that liked playing in the mud, I come back with all these clean clothes, and my mother was like, "Who are you? You're not even like my child, or you're not the same as you were. You're not even like my own child anymore." And those words went deep into me, and I attached it to money, and I attached it to the fact that if I ever had massive amounts of money, my mother would dislike me the same way that she did my father. So at that point, I created a split that would always leave me feeling in a place of not quite having enough, or what I do have has to come difficult. I always have enough. I've decided I will always have enough, but it has to come at a cost to my physical being. I work incredibly long hours, working nights, which slowly, week by week, kills me. Not just my body, but my soul. And I do so because of my programming, and I don't feel that I'm quite ready to step out of it. But enough of that bullshit. Money is energy, the same as with all else. And in the hands of me, that money will be used to benefit the whole world. Instead of the 1%, 90% of the world's wealth is owned by 12 families. 12 families sat around the same table dictate everything which happens around the world. No war just happens. No fire accidentally starts in the Amazon. They do, don't get me wrong. Obviously accidents happen, but everything is by design. They are the ones at the top, pulling the strings. They are the puppet masters that are telling those in power what to do, where to go, who to attack, who to make treaties with. You know, the Federal Reserve own the world's wealth. There's only 3 countries left that they're not empowering. And they're the 3 which are always in the news that America are after. Cuba, North Korea, and I can't remember the third, to be honest. Libya. That may be wrong. But those sat aloft that table, pulling those strings, believe they have the game sorted, believe they are in power. They're at the top of that pyramid. Triangle is mathematically the strongest shape in existence. There must be a pyramid scheme. But we will all join here and we will flip it. And then we will flatten it so that those of us at the top are next to those at the bottom. We are all one and the same. We are all equal. And we are stepping into that future. But by feeding those at the top, by disliking them and their money, not taking it on and using it ourselves to benefit everyone around us, we are keeping ourselves in a place of lack. Being empathetic, thinking if somebody else is without, I should be so too, is not right. If somebody else is existing in darkness, what good is it to go join them in the darkness? By acting as a beacon of light for those lost in the fog of illusion, the illusion which society casts upon them, So they're unable to see clearly or truly, unable to see who they are themselves, just as fucking this thing does. I just like technology, yet I have to use it, and I embrace it as a tool. I would not be able to be speaking to you now without this, without technology. Same two sides to everything in existence, right? Everything can be used for good and bad, as money. Yes, people have used it for money. People have done horrible things in the name of wealth. That comes from a place of greed. You stepping into your truest, abundant life means that you will benefit not only yourself, but all those around you. Living in lack does not serve anybody, does not serve you, and it definitely does not serve the collective. If there is 100 units to go around, and we're all like, oh, I best not take it because I might offend another, those who don't give a shit take it and use it for detrimental purposes. If we take it knowing we will use it positively and beneficially, we are benefiting everybody. Now is the time. Now is the time to take full responsibility for your life. What you've done in the past is not your fault. It is programs you have been running. We all have programs. Again, I've been shown it like a computer, and various programs are installed on that computer and run various software, various programs in response to external conditions or stimulators. Remove the negative ones, remove the ones which no longer serve us, and replace them with beneficial ones. This is what shadow work is. It's going in, retrieving and uncovering those parts of us that exist in the darkness and try to undermine us. In truth, they are doing the best they can. They believe they are serving the greater good. Getting angry once served and protected you. Carrying down in fear once served and protected you. Living in lack once served and protected you. No longer does. First 7 years. I'm not sure what that means, brother. Now is the time. Everything that we take in the first 7 years is what we then use to create the programs, which we then, 0 to 7, we take in information like a sponge through our filters, dependent on where we are in the world, our view of the world, again, dependent on those that teach it to us. 7 years, we take that information in. From 7 to 12, we then create our own view of the world, our own program. The information we take between 0 to 7, we then use 7 to 12 to create those programs. That's why when a kid gets to 7, they can slightly change. And then when they get to 12, generally they've created their view of the world. I know it all. I've been doing the work. I've been learning so I can do the inner work so that I can then help you. Water given from a dirty vessel is polluted. The energy that I give to you, if passed through a dirty vessel, I am passing you that dirty energy. I am giving you my issues. Cleaning myself means I am cleaning the whole, and the information, the water that I'm able to gift you is more pure and more clean and will benefit you more truly. I've stopped going into other dimensions quite as much. I was a little while ago. It's then more difficult to exist here. These bodies aren't very well designed. The energy we are housed in these bodies is like ramming an animal into a little cage. We can do it, but they're not very well designed for what they could be. The human body is an amazing machine, right? But the potential we have as energetic beings existing outside these bodies hamper us down. But that is why we're here, to experience this realm of reality, to experience existence in these bodies. once again, now is the time. And if I can assist you in any way, I'm here to do so. As I raise the collective, and as the collective raises, it raises me. It is all water. I see energy as water. If water does not flow, it can't sustain life. And if you hold on to negative emotions within you, this just isn't right. Holding on to the pain of the past instead of allowing it to flow through, this will sit, rot and fester within you. This I know to be true. Water must flow. And each of our chakras is like pools along the river. And by flowing the water through, you unblock the chakras, you unblock the pools, and you allow the water to flow freely. You must accept what has happened. All the energetic experiences of the past must be accepted and allowed to flow through. By blocking them with denial, a poor me, why did it happen to me? That is creating a barrier for that water, and it will not flow. It will sit, rot and fester. I love you all. Questions, please. I have a multitude of topics to cover, but I would like to start reaching out to you, finding out how it is I can benefit you. And by benefiting you, the information is then passed through me to you and benefits me. As I raise the collective, and as the collective raises, it raises me. We are all one and the same. Universal energy dancing in the play of life. To me, this is true. To me, this is right. I love you all. Once again, until next time. Namaste.